out here in Lexington, Kentucky for a Coast to Coast Cards road trip. We are out here at Jimmy's Kentucky Roadshow shop. Let's go inside and check out what he's got. After you. I'm here with Jimmy, the owner of the Kentucky Roadshow shop and the Roadshow card shop empire now. And we are standing on, Jimmy, what are we standing on?
This is the original floor from Rupp Arena from 1976 to 2001. It had many different paint jobs, but it was pulled up in 2001. And it's really cool because you had 3 national titles on this baseline. And you had great opponents, you know, Shaq, David Robinson. The Fab Five played on here because they have regional NCAA tournaments in Rupp all the time. They had the regionals, the first, second round, all that. But it's history.
Yeah.
What are we standing on? We're standing on history. Collegiate basketball history.
I love it. And this shop is literally like in neighborhoods. It's in neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Like, why this location? Why do you love it? And how is it now a part of the Kentucky community?
It is. That's really the word. It's about community. And it's not some cliche. It is the truth. It is, how can we take my favorite thing in the world, the hobby, and help create a community around it and help people get into the hobby and teach and educate and have people in. And yes, do cards for sure, but it's all about elevating the hobby. That is what we are trying to do.
I love it.
Which is why the shop looks like it does. It's why we don't just have an office full of breakers. It's not about max profit. Yes, we want to do well. Everybody wants to do well and pay your people well, but it's about what can we create in terms of the community within the card world and in my old hometown.
Absolutely. One thing in this showcase that you say, hey, this is the item that I can never give up. What is it?
There are a lot.
One thing.
That's so hard. I'll go with the original 1985 Kentucky Dunks. These are the first PEs, player exclusive, shoes for college basketball. They predate Jordans, the first Air Jordans, about a month.
Wow.
So this stuff's been re-released forever. Be true to your school. Then they've made Kentucky Dunk lows that came out on Sneaker Shopping with Cal. I got to be there for that, which was really cool. But they're only like 15, 20 pairs made for the players back in 1985. And I looked for 20 years and finally found a pair and bought them on eBay at auction. And
eBay auction?
Yes. It was like $900, which was not what they would go for now.
Yeah.
So to me, I could never let those go. That was something years ago I was hoping one day to get the Kentucky Dunks, the original Kentucky Dunks.
Yeah, well,
but there are a lot of other things in here. It'd be really hard to let those.
Yeah. It's like, Nate, go and take everything out of here and just leave the Dunks.
Right. I still consider it a win.
He'd probably take it all and throw it in the trash with that Jayhawks sweatshirt.
Right.
Just, again, only if it's Calipari touch.
Right.
Positive.
Well, I got a lot of that. But you had a good time at Rupp.
I did have a good time at Rupp.
Great time at Rupp Arena.
I gotta say, a magnificent atmosphere.
And we haven't even talked about the board that everybody that's involved in
Take us there.
Kentucky. Well, this is cool. So this is an old piece of the free throw line from the practice court. Eric Bledsoe actually broke a pipe when he was throwing a ball, and it flooded the court, and they had to replace the practice gym at the Craft Center. And we got the piece of the free throw line. So if you have been involved in Kentucky athletics or anything cool, really, you can sign the board. So we got like PJ's in here, Tony Dell, Cat's on here.
Carl Towns right there.
Carl Towns right here. You would know that for sure. So this is pretty cool. Jay Billis, ESPN, he's been in the shop. Our volleyball girls won the national championship. They're on here. So if you come in here and randomly some folks come in because they hear about it, and it's like, sound the board.
Very cool. Hey, tell me about the shop vibe. What are you trying to build here and why?
Card Shop 2.0 is what the goal was.
Yeah.
1, to be a destination shop, and 2, and I love old card shops, but we all know what they look like. They stuff everywhere, kind of get a grumble from an older owner, and it's buy your stuff and leave. Ours is, you don't have to buy anything, just stay and chill.
Yeah.
And if you do, great. If you don't, old guy tell a young guy in here a story.
Yeah.
Young guy tell an old guy a story because he doesn't know about the new cards. He only knows about the old stuff. And just kind of create that where it is truly a gathering place. And that has been successful so far.
Got you. On the spot, what's been your favorite moment since owning the shop?
God, there are tons. Honestly, I know what it is. It was you know, because again, the goal is elevate the hobby. Like, I could take all the money I put into these shops and go buy all these singles from my collection and sit in a throne room to myself. Great.
What does that do?
Terrible. My favorite is seeing the hobby spread and people getting truly excited about it, which we know that feeling. Mm-hmm. And it was when one day 2 young girls, they're probably like 12, came in the shop together and they bought some stuff and left. And it was cool because it wasn't their family, it wasn't their brothers, it wasn't their dad. That they got up and they rode their bikes, but they got up that morning and said, we want to go to the card shop. And it's not your typical young guy collector or old guy collector. It was these 2 girls. They're like, we really dig this. And they came into the shop on their own. They bought cards and went. And I just think that, like, that's what I hope for, is seeing it spread like that. And that was that was one of my favorite moments. Yes, we have cool signings. There are 100 great moments in the shop. That one sticks out.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't what you expected.
That's awesome. One thing you want people watching this video to take away with them from this shop experience today, what is it?
I know the hobby's been crazy lately.
Yeah.
Have faith in it. I do. There's lots of crazy people out there. There's lots of shady stuff that goes on. Look, it's an unregulated market. Even in a regulated market like banking or stocks or something like that, you have shady people. They get caught all the time. But this community is so special. And I hope and I believe this shop proves it, that, like, there's so much giving that happens in here, that have faith in the hobby. Be smart, do right, be smart, be smart. But if you stay in this, you will reap more benefit over your life being in this community of people than if you weren't. If you say, that guy's shady, I'm out. No, you'll find that anywhere. What's the silent majority of this hobby, because the loud, terrible minority is a minority, is wonderful. Yeah. Have faith in what you see from guys like this and guys like this and the folks that care, because they will treat the hobby right, and it's got great watchdogs anyway on its own. Yeah. So stay, I'd say, from that, because and come hang out. Like, yeah, you ain't gotta buy anything. Just come tell some stories, because it'll enrich your life.
Got you. All right. Where can people find you on social media? Last question.
If you just type in Roadshow, you'll see Texas, California, Kentucky, New York, depending where you are. But
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
And how about in person? Where can they find you?
Right here on Romney Road in Lexington, Kentucky. It's 369 Romney Road, and come kick it.
Look how happy he is saying that.
I love it.
Absolutely love it. Jimmy, thank you so much, man.
Dude, it's
Appreciate
been
it.
Awesome. And an honor.
Thank you.
Even for a Kansas guy.
Hope that's the last thing I hear.